Have you ever felt that gnawing sense of disappointment? Niner Nation, that sinking feeling when a promising talent, a player you had such high hopes for on draft day, just can't seem to find his footing? It's a frustrating reality in the cutthroat world of the NFL, where potential often clashes with the unforgiving clock of opportunity. Today, we're shining a harsh spotlight on a San Francisco 49ers draft pick whose time, it seems, is rapidly running out to prove he belongs. We're talking about defensive back Darrell Luter Jr., a player whose professional journey has been plagued by setbacks and, unfortunately, one very public, very costly gaffe. Can he turn the tide in 2025, or are the 49ers ready to turn the page? Let's dissect the situation right here on the 49ers Report. When the San Francisco 49ers selected Darrell Luter Jr. in the 5th round, 155th overall, out of South Alabama in the 2023 NFL Draft, there was genuine excitement. Here was a 6-foot, 190-pound defensive back with the physical tools and the college tape to suggest he could be a diamond in the rough, a late-round steal for a team that prides itself on finding value. The Niners had high hopes, envisioning him as a versatile piece in their already deep and talented cornerback room. But as we've seen so many times in this league, the journey from draft pick to proven NFL player is rarely a smooth one. Luter's professional career, unfortunately, stumbled out of the gate. Before he could even truly showcase his abilities in training camp, a pre-camp injury landed him on the reserve list, effectively cutting into his crucial rookie campaign. He wasn't even added to the regular season squad until November that year, missing out on vital reps and development time. It was a tough break, no doubt. But in the NFL, excuses fade quickly and opportunities once missed are hard to reclaim. And then came the moment that, to date, might define Darrell Luter Jr.'s career. Super Bowl 58. The biggest stage in professional sports, the culmination of an entire season, and a moment etched into the minds of every Niner fan. It was a Kansas City Chiefs punt, a seemingly innocuous play that graced a defensive back's foot, a seemingly minor miscue, but one that led to a costly turnover on special teams, handing possession back to the Chiefs in a game that was already a nail-biter. In a contest decided by the slimmest of margins, in overtime no less, that single untimely error felt like a crucial, deciding factor in Kansas City's victory. It was a gut-wrenching moment, a stark reminder of how quickly the spotlight can turn into a magnifying glass, exposing every mistake. For Luter, it was a moment he'll undoubtedly want to erase, a scar on his early professional resume. Entering his second year, 2024, there was a renewed sense of optimism. Luter was reportedly fully healthy, ready to put the rookie year setbacks and that Super Bowl moment behind him. But the script, sadly, remained largely the same. He managed to appear in just 3 games before once again being shut down in November and landing on injured reserve. The raw numbers tell a stark story. A mere 50 total snaps seen before his season ended, and all but 3 of those were strictly on special teams. This isn't the trajectory of a player solidifying his place on an NFL roster, especially not on a team with Super Bowl aspirations. Now, with the arrival of new special teams coordinator Brant Boyer, the pressure on players like Luter has intensified dramatically. Boyer has made his intentions crystal clear. He wants a complete revamping of this unit, which, let's be honest, has been a dilapidated mess at times. For Luter, proving he can at least retain a niche role on the third phase of the game is paramount. But it won't be easy. Boyer isn't here to coddle. He's here to build a dominant special teams unit, and that means every player will be under intense scrutiny. The margin for error, already razor thin, has effectively vanished. But here's where a sliver of opportunity, a potential lifeline, emerges for Darrell Luter Jr. Despite his struggles, there is still a path for him to potentially ascend the depth chart on defense. Why? Because the cornerback room, while still talented, has seen some significant changes. Veteran corners like Charvarius Ward and Isaac Yiadom have departed via free agency, leaving voids that need to be filled. True, San Francisco has on board other free agents to plug some of those gaps, notably Trey Avery and Trey Brown, both of whom will be looking to make their mark. And let's not forget the investment they made in the draft, using a 3rd-round pick on Upton Stout, hoping he emerges as a viable nickel option. The competition is fierce, no doubt. However, behind established starters like Diamador Lenore and Renardo Green, There are still snaps to be earned, roles to be carved out. The depth chart isn't set in stone, and a strong training camp, a dominant preseason, could absolutely change the narrative for Luter. This is his moment, his last, best chance to fully seize the opportunity and prove he could be more than just a special teams player, more than just a player known for one unfortunate Super Bowl moment. The physical tools are still there. The draft capital was spent for a reason, but it's all on him now. He has to demonstrate consistent performance, show that he's learned from his past, and prove he can be a reliable, impactful defender in the NFL. The cold, hard reality of the NFL, however, often comes down to dollars and cents. Should Darrell Luter Jr. fail to seize this opportunity? Should he fail to prove his worth in 2025? The San Francisco 49ers will be left with a very straightforward, albeit difficult, decision. If they elect to waive him, they would be on the hook for a relatively small amount of dead money, just $156,756. But more importantly, they would save nearly $1 million in cap space, a significant sum that could be reallocated to other pressing needs or used to shore up other positions. Considering it's already been 2 full years since he was drafted, and there's been little by way of consistent positive development, the harsh truth is that Luter appears to be trending toward a ladder of the two paths, a departure from the 49ers. The team has invested time, resources, and a draft pick, but at some point, a franchise has to cut its losses and move on. The NFL is a meritocracy, and sustained performance is the only currency that truly matters. The Niners may be left with few other options than to give up on their 2023 Day 3 draft investment. A tough but necessary call in the relentless pursuit of a Super Bowl title. This isn't just about one player. It's about the strategic allocation of resources, about maximizing every roster spot in a league where every inch, every dollar, every snap counts. So, Niner Nation, what are your thoughts on Darrell Luter Jr.'s future with the 49ers? Do you believe he can still turn it around and become a valuable contributor, or is his time indeed running out? Share your predictions and opinions down in the comment section below. We want to hear your take on this critical roster decision. And if you found this in-depth analysis valuable, please hit that like button, share this video with your fellow 49ers faithful, and make sure you subscribe right here for all the latest news, rumors, and insights on your favorite team. Your engagement fuels this channel, and we appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, keep that Niner spirit burning bright, and let's keep the conversation alive.